Hello and welcome back to the Velvet Lounge. So this is video number 2 in our real estate series, and we're going to have 2 or 3 more of these types of videos that will simply tell you, teach you, give you notes on how you can save money when buying and selling a property. Also, for people that rent, there will be advice for you that is also very, very relevant so that you can keep as much of your security deposit as possible, as well as negotiate your rent and amenities so that you don't have to pay, as much as maybe your neighbor does. So I'm going to start this out with just a little review of the last video, which is about what we call the DFR, which is declutter, fix, and refresh. So you can look back at our past video, but we actually talked quite a bit about how to prep for a sale or prep to move out of your apartment into a new place so that you can keep as much of your security deposit as possible, how to document, so that later no one can come back and state that you caused damage you did not cause. Also, about how before you move into an apartment, you should take pictures before you move in, so that when you move out years later, you can show this is what it looked like when I moved in. This hole was already in the wall. You said you were going to fix it. You never did it, because you will then have proof that can protect you. And then as far as homeowners, we talked about how from the outside of the house to the inside, from the lowest floor to the highest floor, every room, every closet, every cabinet, everything should be a tip-top shape. So that's my quick review of the DFR. So, please look back at the past video to see that. And also leave in the comments what you do to prepare, or what you've done in the past if you sold properties and bought them like we have, so that you could prepare for selling a home as well. And there's other information in that video too, so I'm just giving you a tiny highlight, but there's other information that you want to listen to as well, maybe, hopefully. So one of the things I want to discuss quickly is, when I talked about decluttering, for example, in the previous video, some people have really awesome things. So you can't simply just throw them away or donate them. Like, that may not make sense at all. So, some suggestions, of course, are the historic tag sales. Have a tag sale, but price things to move so that you're not stuck with them. If it's something that you have a true emotional attachment to, or it's a family heirloom, then it shouldn't be out at a tag sale. That doesn't, kind of make sense. But if it's something that that you can actually let go of, go ahead and price it so that, another family can appreciate, enjoy it, and, it can move on. But in the meantime, you have more money towards your goal of acquiring a new place to live. The other thing is, if doing a tag sale is not feasible for you, if you have tonnage and you simply want almost everything gone, you've gone through the house, you've taken out the stuff that you want to keep, or you can mark it so that it's, let people know it's not for sale, it might be feasible to have an estate sale. If you have an estate sale, I suggest that you as the owner stay on the property while the estate sale is taking place. If you're not comfortable doing that, you don't have to be there, but make sure you're using a reputable estate sale company. Check the Better Business Bureau, see if they have a website, and hopefully it has tons of reviews. If it has like 20, 30 reviews, that might only be their friends and relatives. Make sure they have a lot of reviews. Look the owners' names up on Google or or Bing or whatever you use for your search engine, Yahoo, to see if they have any articles about them and things that they've done wrong, because that's really what you're looking for. If they've done things right, either there will be articles out there telling you that, or there will be nothing potentially out there. None of this is a guarantee, but at least it's a little bit of a way that you can look, to try to protect yourself, to see if there's anything you need to be leery of before you hire an estate sale company. The same thing goes for a real estate agent. You do want to look them up because sometimes you'd be shocked what you would find out there about people. So the other thing that you can do, which I love doing, my family of 3 here, we do this all the time. We don't have a lot to donate, but if clothes are like we're not wearing them anymore or shoes, what we do is we only donate to, I really shouldn't probably give their name, but Savers, because they support the boys and girls clubs in the areas where they have stores. They are not lying to us, telling us that we're only a charity. They actually are honest. They are a for-profit company that gives some of their profit to charity. That's the way every thrift store out there that is a corporate type thrift store should be presenting themselves, but we know the 2 major ones don't do that. The other thing that we do is we donate to a thrift shop that is part of a church. It's part of a church, and that church has a soup kitchen. So what they do is they take things in, they sell things, and it's nothing fancy or anything. Their prices are reasonable, especially for stuff they're getting for free. And they sell that stuff so that they have funds to buy the food and whatever it is they need to run their soup kitchen. And we've seen the people lined up outside. We've seen them leave with groceries in a bag. We've actually volunteered when they, have served meals. So we know that's legit. The other thing is the hospital auxiliary shops. They actually sell merchandise, and it's usually like some ladies or some old dudes that run it, and then those funds go back to help people in the community that don't have, enough to eat or blankets or whatever it is that they need for the winter or the year. So we always, support it's not in our town, it's like 3 or 4 towns over, but we always, donate a portion of what we have to them as well. So we try to stay away from the huge corporate, we get company card type like companies, because apparently they're getting enough. They have bonuses, so we're good. The other thing you want to do is look at, people that maybe someone could use a new couch. You can offer it to them, or the extra TV or whatever. Also, you can, sell things in Facebook groups or on Craigslist, but make sure you meet at a police department or somewhere like that has cameras, like a post office or something, or a fire station that's safe and that no one is following you back home. So these are some quick tips on how you can easily declutter and get rid of things, and you can either make a few dollars off of them, or you can donate them, get a donation slip, which you can use to write off on your taxes. One last thing I just thought about is if you know of someone who does flea markets, but maybe you don't want to do the flea market yourself, if they're selling in a flea market, they have a booth, maybe you give them your stuff to sell, and whatever is left over, you let them keep, and you take like 70% of whatever they do sell, or you work out some sort of deal with them that you're comfortable with and you think is fair, and hopefully that person is honest. So that you don't have to sit at the flea market all day. But honestly, the flea markets are kind of fun. So sitting at the flea market all day to me, I don't think I would see that as a chore if I only did it once. If I did it every week, I don't think I could do that. But it's awesome. It's fun. There's a lot of stuff that you can see. You could shop yourself maybe, but don't buy a lot. You're trying to declutter. So, that's another idea. And those are ways that you're not stuck in contracts with consignment, which you get very little for. You are not, just giving your stuff away or throwing it in the garbage and filling up landfills for no reason. The other thing you can do, which I just thought of as well, is, things that can be recycled. Please recycle. It's simply putting them in a recycling bin. If they're electronics, then once a year in most towns, they have where you can bring your things for free, and you can bring them so they can be recycled. So if you call your town halls, usually the town hall or city hall will tell you when those dates are going to be. So those are some of the ways that you can make some money off of the things in your house and use that money towards your new home, before you sell your house. So this is part of that 1-year plan before you're selling. And be careful of bringing new items into your home. So while you're decluttering, things going out the front door, nothing should be coming in the back door. And when you're thinking about decluttering, think about your attics, your basements, your extra storage spaces. Hopefully you're not paying for off-site storage. I always never understood that. But if you have off-site storage, remember that's part of this deal as well, to clean out your things, but to also make some money on them so that could go towards your new goal of buying a home. So thank you so much for listening to me. And also, if you have ideas as to how you can quickly, easily make money without, listing things online and going through a whole process, and in a day just get rid of things, please, leave those suggestions down there in the comments to share with everyone. If you would please share this video and subscribe and hopefully give us a thumbs up, that would be awesome. I'd appreciate it. And our next video is going to be what you should be doing as far as research before you buy your first home. So thank you so much and have a good evening.